everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have a few haul videos that I need to record. So this first one I'm really excited about. Excited and sad, mixed feelings. You've probably seen the title of the video. It is my candles from the keeping room haul from Carol's last opening. I went big. This is definitely the biggest order I've ever placed with Carol because I was like, this is my last hurrah. Let me just get in and get everything that sounds good. I will admit, like the original list, had a few more that I ended up trimming off, and there were a few that I wasn't able to get in my basket or in my cart, but I actually did get quite a few in my cart. Also, I apologize if I do a little bit of sniffling or a little bit of coughing. I will try to cut that out or take breaks, like stop the video if I need to cough. I am getting over a cold. This cold has kicked my butt. It's been 2 weeks now since I've been sick. But I'm actually, yesterday and today are the first 2 days that I've been able to like function throughout the day without taking medicine for the most part. I have been taking like a cough suppressant pill, but anyhow, so I'm going to do this video in 2 parts because it is large and I worry it might take like over an hour to get through everything. So I'm going to do first kind of like my fall, winter, Christmas, holiday type scents in one, and then everything else, which is mostly bakery, I will say. Like most of the stuff I got that's not holiday is bakery. So this first one, like I said, is going to be the fall, Christmas, holiday type scents, definitely heavy on the fall. Candles from the Keeping Room has a long shelf life, so I'm not worried about the fact that I definitely will not get through all of this, or if any, this fall, because I have prior orders from her of stuff with fall scents that I need to melt through. So this was just for me to stock up. The other thing is my order was quite large, and so Carol reached out to me and said that for people that place really large orders, she will offer that in lieu of sending a bag of samples, she will pay for shipping. So I debated at first, like, if I wanted to do that because I love her sample bags. That's a lot of fun. But at the same time, I know I don't tend to reach for her samples that I get because it's generally not enough for me to melt in any one room. And so a lot of them tend to go in my laundry room, and then I oftentimes don't get to see what they smell like, or I have to kind of pair 2 scents together that will complement each other. So after thinking about it, and I knew the shipping was going to be quite expensive on this, so I went ahead and told her, yeah, go ahead, and if she could cover shipping, I would not get the sample bag. So I don't have a bag of samples, which I know is one of the most exciting parts, but I thought it was just a good opportunity for me to save a little bit of money considering the size of this order. So let me go ahead and jump in. I do have all the bags open already, so that hopefully to minimize the crinkling. I do have scent notes for the ones that I could find the scent notes. And then I've talked about this in a prior haul video. It's been a while since I've hauled candles from the Keeping Room. I do have a couple orders that I placed during the time that I wasn't doing videos, so I do have quite a bit of her wax. But this one is, well, let me grab a different one because that's probably a bad example. So the way that her bags come, or her wax comes, it comes double bagged. So there's a bag inside of a bag. They're poly bags, the appropriate polypropylene bags, but they're not like the zip top. So then she ties them with this cute little homespun ribbon. But that it's a very cute, but it can make it a little bit harder to get in and out of. And then also I feel like it's not as airtight. So what I do is I just take this double bag and I tuck the inside bag into the outside bag, and then I put the whole thing in, I think, a 6x6. I use either 6x6 or 6x8, I can't remember, but I stick them all into a poly zip top bag so that then they're in a sealed bag. So I'll go ahead and jump in with this first one. This first one here is Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. You have probably heard me, if you've been watching my videos lately, I've talked about this scent from other vendors quite a few times. The first time I ever had this scent was from Carol way back when. I absolutely fell in love with this scent. To me, it is just such a beautiful dark berry, woodsy, kind of Christmas tree type scent. It doesn't specifically say it has a Christmas tree scent in it, but it does give you that like winter, woodsy tree type scent. So it says it is plums, dark cherries, and sweet oranges enhanced with peppery, woody undertones. So I got Janine to get this for my custom order. If you didn't watch my Glitterati custom order, I did get a couple loaves with this scent in it, but the first time I ever had it was from Carol. And it's just so beautiful. It's like fruity and tree, like that woodsy tree note. It's just amazing, and sweet. It's just so amazing. Absolutely love it. I think I already have 1 or 2 bags in my collection. And it's one of those things that like you tend to hoard a scent because you're like, when am I ever going to get it again? And especially that scent, I was like, I know it's one of my favorites from Carol, and she's been one of the only vendors that I've ever seen carry it. Now there's a scent blend that the Bathing Garden has that has it in it. And then now I know Janine will carry it. So I'm sure she's going to pre-order style. So hopefully I can get it from Janine in the future when I run out. So this next one here is White Pumpkin and Amber. And this is, well, let me show it to you. And this bag looks a little different, and I'll explain to you why in a minute. But this is, it says it's a gorgeous upscale fall aroma. This unique pumpkin scent begins with an intriguing blend of white pumpkin, coconut, and red berries. At the heart of this aroma are spicy notes of cinnamon and clove, along with nuances of amber. At the base of our white pumpkin amber fragrance oil is a base of cedar, sandalwood, and sweet vanilla. I have, I feel like I got white pumpkin and amber in a blend from another vendor. It's just beautiful because it's bakery, but the amber and the spice make it a very high-end, like fall bakery type scent. It does have those like pumpkin spices for sure. It's just beautiful. So what I think happened, Carol didn't message me about this, but I think she must have ran out of individual bags of this because she gave me just a bunch of individual little bags in this bag. So they're all like in her typical sample size bag. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7. So you usually get a bag, these are 6-ounce bags, and you're usually supposed to get, you get at least 6 tarts sometimes, because sometimes she'll use smaller shapes. You'll get 7 or more, just depending on the type of shape. But that's what that is. That is beautiful. I definitely think it's a fall scent, but that's definitely one that can carry over into winter and possibly either be like an early spring or maybe a late summer scent, like a good transition scent, because it is very pretty. Okay, you'll also see I got a lot of apple scents, like a lot of apple in this one. I don't know, like I've been craving like bakery apple. So this next one here is apple fritter. And it says this is a rich and satisfying scent, tart, sweet baking apples with hints of butter and cinnamon and dough. So I've just definitely been craving like apple scents. So I'm going to show you some of the shapes. There's this cute little apple shape. Oh, so good. This would be one that you would need either to put it in a big warmer or possibly to cut it in half. Then there's kind of this like a slice of apple. Isn't that cute? It's really thin though, so you would need to probably put a couple pieces in. There's also like these little slices. Yeah, so this is definitely like a spiced baked apple. I don't really get a lot of bakery notes in this right now. It could be one that the bakery notes come out once it warms. That is something that I find with candles from the keeping room, because she has the really hard paraffin. A lot of times the scent just really develops a lot on warm, and a lot of times that's when you really get the like bakery notes that come out in her blends. This next one here is Autumn Wreath. And this is a spicy warm fragrance reminding you of an autumn afternoon with crisp fallen leaves, cinnamon apples, and clove scented pine cones. I feel like this is this a dupe for like a Yankee Candle scent? It smells so good. Yeah, this is just a beautiful kind of fall outdoorsy leaf type scent. So there's like this little corn on the cob, which is so cute. And then there's like some maple leaves. I'm hoping that it's focusing okay. This is cute. It's 3 layers of colors, red, orange, and kind of yellow. Yeah, just a beautiful kind of outdoorsy fall with a little bit of that like Christmas tree note. Very like, so it's like a fall kind of wreath, basically. Exactly what it says, autumn wreath, right? So, love that. I'm getting wax all over me. This next one here is chestnuts and brown sugar. This is definitely kind of a single scent oil, I believe. I don't think this is anything that she blends. Very popular from a lot of vendors right now. It just says a delicious mixture of caramel and rich maple combined with chestnuts and a buttery cream base. Yeah, and this is just a very rich, decadent, like brown sugar with a little bit of a nutty note. It's definitely buttery, like warm butter, and a little bit nutty and a little bit kind of maple, creamy. Very beautiful. There's no bakery notes in this one that I can tell right now. There's like an acorn. And then these cute little like bunch shapes. Yeah, so good. This is definitely like, it's a heavier scent. I might prefer it a little bit with a bakery, like with a zucchini bread or something like that, but I think that's gonna be fantastic. And even if I want, I can like do alternating warmers with like another bakery scent. This next one here is apple sugar cookie bread dough. I could not find scent notes on her website for this one, but it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just gonna be like apple and then a sugar cookie bread dough, which is a pretty typical oil that a lot of vendors have. Now this one is interesting. The apple almost comes off a little bit perfumey. It has some spice, but it's also a little bit perfumey, which is weird. So I'm not sure that I'm a huge fan of this one. It does have a little cupcake. Let me see if I can, isn't that so cute? Yeah, it's spicy. It's almost like a perfumey spice, and then another one of those apple slices. And then a few other shapes in here. So it's okay. I'll definitely warm it. I don't hate it. It's just not what I was expecting. I was expecting a little bit more of that decadent sugar cookie dough bread type scent. I'm not smelling that on cold, but I'm sure it's gonna smell great once it warms. This next one here is cinnamon sugar donuts type, which I just love this blend from different vendors. I love to blend with this scent, but I just love it on its own as well. And it smells like cinnamon sugar donuts. It's just that nice kind of fried dough with that sweet cinnamon, really good. The shapes I'll show you really quickly. There are some like donut shapes. And then like this cute, like I've seen this like little kind of like a, I'll say like a beehive or something. I don't know. Yeah, so good. So, so good. Oh, like a little swirl. Isn't that cute? Yeah, smells amazing. Just a great, yummy, you know, fall bakery. All right, this next one here is apple dumpling. And this is, it says our apple dumpling fragrance is the aroma of freshly baked apple dumplings. Can you, is this in screen? I'm kind of blocking the writing a little bit, sorry about that. It begins with top notes of red candy apples and pears. Middle notes include nutmeg, clove, cinnamon, and freshly ground cinnamon bark. Base notes include dry notes of vanilla and hazelnut. Okay, so candy apples, pears, nutmeg, clove, cinnamon, vanilla, hazelnut. Definitely you get all those spices. This is definitely a heavy heavy spicy blend. It smells good. There's no like bakery notes in it. So I guess I could see why it's more like, you think about an apple dumpling, it's like usually wrapped in like a phyllo dough or something, like a pastry dough. It's like a little waffle. But I'm not really getting that in this right now. And it's not in the scent notes. I'm trying to pull out this apple tart. Look at that with the green on the top. Isn't that cute? So it's definitely a heavy, spicy apple scent. And like little slices. Yeah, it's good. It's definitely on the spicier side, but I like that, and I'm sure it's gonna be great on warm. Okay, this next one here is apple pumpkin strudel. And this one has such a cute, I'm gonna pull it out, but there's a cute like jack-o'-lantern face in the front. So this is a delicious traditional layered European strudel packed with baked apples and sweet pumpkin. Notes of pumpkin, fruity apple, buttery nutmeg, spicy cinnamon and clove, creamy maple, caramelized sugar, and vanilla. So a lot going on here. It definitely, where it says creamy maple, caramelized sugar, and vanilla, you definitely get that like creamy kind of mapley sweet vanilla scent. That is really good. And there is that a little bit of that baked apple. And then was there another pumpkin? I mean, maybe, but let me show you this tart that's in the front. Isn't that cute? The little jack-o'-lantern. This would definitely be one I'd cut in half. And then there are like little, I'm gonna clear my throat probably a lot in this video, so I apologize now. There are like different little pumpkin shapes. Like the top of a pumpkin there. That is good. And then there's like this cute little tiny pumpkin. Cute. Yeah, that smells really good though. It's definitely a sweet, creamy, kind of decadent baked apple. Yeah. Love that one. Okay, this next one here is bog cranberry and sweet apple. And this says just sweet bog cranberries and a yummy red apples in a fabulous, it's a fabulous and a big room scent, it says. So I guess in theory, you're gonna have a strong throw. And this is just like a nice kind of sweet cranberry. Yeah, it's like a cranberry apple. You get like, it's a nice kind of sweetened cranberry. So it definitely has a little bit of that fall-like scent to it, but there's no spice in this one. Again, the cute little apple slice shape. And then like little fruit slices again. And like little waffle cone, or like little flat waffle shape. Yeah, but that's really pretty, just a cranberry apple. But definitely fall-like. It has, I said no spices. It's not like there's like cinnamon or clove, but the cranberry does take on a little bit of like a spiced note to it. It smells really nice. I don't know that I'm gonna have room. I'm picking it from this side, putting them over here, but I'm probably gonna run out of room. Okay, this next one is not a fall scent. Let me put that in the other pile for my next, for part 2. Okay, this is Amish Harvest. And it says a rich, spicy blend of cinnamon and clove is balanced with gourmand tones and buttercream and sweetened with rich vanilla to tempt the senses with this warm treat. Okay, so it's cinnamon and clove, gourmand, like gourmand bakery, buttercream, vanilla. Okay. Oh, so good. It's definitely like a rich bakery, that gourmand. Yeah, you get that rich bakery note with the spices. It's so good. I love the colors on this, so like pink and purple. How fun, huh? Yeah, that smells good. Definitely a bit of a spicy scent, but also with those bakery notes underneath. This is a scent I know I've talked about a bit lately as well, pumpkin souffle. It is, I think, just a single scent oil. The first time I ever had it was from Glitterati. Absolutely love it. It is a decadent, rich, spicy pumpkin bakery, but I absolutely love it. I don't think I've had it from Carol before. So pumpkin souffle, it says it's bakery goodness with delicate, spicy accord. Make it a top foodie scent. So let's see, I'm trying to get to the scent notes. So it's pumpkin puree, French vanilla cream, grated ginger, crushed almonds, rich brown sugar, cinnamon spice, crushed clove, and a hint of baked sweetness. Yeah, it's sweet. It's like bakery spice. And it's like decadent and rich. And like when I've had this scent before from other vendors, it's always been a strong thrower. It has that cute jack-o'-lantern face and then like little pumpkin shapes just for the sake of time, I'm gonna try not to keep pulling shapes out of the bag because I'm not even halfway through on this part yet. Okay, this next one is Autumn Magic, and it has cute maple leaves. And these are like the perfect size for a warmer, all those maple leaves. So this one is, let's see, it says autumn comes to life in this magical fragrance. Autumn Magic starts with top notes of lemon and apple, followed by middle notes of anise, cinnamon, and ginger, sitting on well-rounded base notes of woods, musk, and vanilla. So lemon, apple, anise, cinnamon, ginger, woods, musk, vanilla. Yeah, you definitely get the woods and the musk in this. It almost makes it lean a little bit like a masculine scent, but not a lot. It just gives it a nice woodsy, almost kind of like it has the woodsy note that you would get from like a Palo Santo. So it's not tree, it's woodsy, it's warm, but you get a little bit of the like apple and the lemon. It's weird because it's not like what you'd think of like a tart lemon, but it does have a little bit of that like acidic note to it. Yeah, that's very pretty, but it's almost like a fall rendition of a Palo Santo, if that makes sense. Which I think Palo Santo is a good fall scent anyways, but that takes on like a little bit more of like a fall, like autumn type scent. It's really good. This next one here is Apple Wreath, and it has cute like green and brown like apple shapes and stuff. I don't know that. I was gonna try and see if I could like show it from the inside. Okay, ooh, that smells so good. So Autumn Wreath, a festive blend of green apples, red hot cinnamon, crushed clove, pine needles, and warm cedar wood. Yeah, you definitely get like that bright apple scent. Oh, so good. And you get the like the tree, the pine needles and the cedar wood, and a little bit of spice. It says red hot cinnamon. On cold, I'm not really getting like a red hot cinnamon. I'm getting cinnamon and clove. Oh, almost has like a little bit of a perfumey note. Yeah, it's very pretty though. Love that one. I pretty much like love everything. All right, this is Christmas Time. This is so pretty. I love the colors, and it has, I am gonna take some of these out because it has different shapes. So Christmas Time is a scent of fresh balsam and warm vanilla cookies sprinkled with sugar sparkles. So I believe this is a dupe for Christmas Wish from Yankee Candle, which is just like a tree note and sugar cookie. It's so sweet and pretty, but it's a unique tree note. So this is like a cute little, what would you call that? Like this style look of Christmas tree where it's kind of droopy looking, but it has this little tree. It has little acorns. Oh, it smells so good. Such a beautiful Christmas scent. So happy to have that. This next one is Family Gatherings. And it says this is warm, buttery, baked, spicy, fruity scent that reminds you of all the bakery at a family gathering. Has top notes of mulled fruit and spice berry blended with apple, cinnamon, and topped with sweet clove and vanilla. So fruity, apple, cinnamon. Yeah, so you definitely get like a fruity bakery. Like it's kind of like a baked fruit with some spices. But it's not heavy, it's not spicy spices. It's kind of like, it's like buttery, almost like a buttery cinnamon or something. But definitely like kind of fall fruits baked together. Yeah, that's really good. Definitely has a heavier bakery note in this one. This is the Family Gatherings. That smells really good. This is Dutch Apple Crunch. And this is a blend of sweet pie, apples, vanilla, a little spice, and pie. Dutch Apple Crunch. Yeah, definitely kind of like some spicy baked apple. Yeah, it's like a spicy baked apple. It smells so good. I love how many of these she put the cute little apple shape in. Yeah, that smells so good. I'm gonna be like in fall apple bakery, like heaven or overload, want to call it. Pumpkin praline flapjacks. Pumpkin praline flapjacks is pumpkins, pralines, and our yummy flapjack. So that's what it is. It is definitely like the pralines, but it's like the candied pralines. And the flapjack note, I think, has like a maple syrup note to it. It's very rich and decadent and sweet and bakery goodness. That is really good. But with that like rich nuttiness from the pralines. Spiced donut. I could not find the scent notes for this one, but look, it has cute little donut shapes in there. Yeah, so this, it doesn't have that like fried dough scent. Or maybe a little bit. It's kind of like a gourmand spicy note. It's very pretty. Like, so if you, I was kind of curious how this would smell compared to cinnamon sugar donut. This is not as like donut-y. And this is a little bit more spicy. So it just, on cold at least, it doesn't have that like fried dough type scent to it. But it's really good, I like it. It's more just like a spicy bakery. This next one here is Christmas Kitchen. And it says this is a unique combination of all scents that are Christmas and all year long. Fresh baked cookies, pine, and peppermint. Oops, sorry, I just realized I wasn't showing you the name very well. So fresh baked cookies, pine, and peppermint. Yeah, you get the cookie note for sure in this. Get a little bit of the pine and a little bit of peppermint. And none of them overpower the other. It's like a great combination of all three. Yeah, fantastic. Love it, love it, love it. All right, this next one is Autumn in the Park. I know I have had this one from Carol before. This is fresh peeled apples mixed with crispness of fall leaves. Then it says add a hint of lemon and pumpkin. So apples, fall leaves, lemon, and pumpkin. You definitely get the fresh apple. It's definitely not a baked apple. Kind of like a Mac apple, it smells like, or a red apple. You get a little bit of that leaves, that outdoor leaf scent, that fresh fall air. When it says lemon and pumpkin, I feel like I get a little bit of a bakery note in this. I'm not sure about the lemon, so I think that's just kind of like a base note, you know, to add some complexity to it. Okay, my camera cuts off at 30 minutes. I'm gonna have to stop the camera and start again. Okay, Fall Farmhouse. And I could not find the scent notes for this one. But, and then it's just, it has one of those, oh, I don't know if you can see, it has a cute corn on the cob. And then a bunch of those maple leaves. This is so pretty. This actually, so I get a little bit of like a spiced baked apple, and it almost smells like maybe the leaves like Bath and Body Works type. It definitely has like a outdoorsy, woodsy note. There's something in this that is familiar to me. Like I've smelled it before. It's so good. I was relying mostly on her scent list on her website. I may have to look this up on her Facebook group to see if I can find scent notes for this one. It is so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. It definitely gives you that like crisp fall air, fall leaves. Like it just reminds me like if there was like a pile of leaves that you just want to like jump into. Okay, this next one here is Balsam Boughs. Right? Boughs is how you pronounce it, not bows, boughs. So this is, let's see, the fresh, invigorating fragrance of snow-dusted balsam, fir trees, and eucalyptus leaves. Yep, so the notes of crisp eucalyptus lift this fragrance, while soft hints of fir needles and cedarwood musk hold the base. This is beautiful. It almost seems like it has like a cranberry or something in it. I wonder if that's the eucalyptus. But I don't know if it's, there's like, she put a little like cranberry wax tart in it. So I don't know if that's why I'm like thinking cranberry, but it almost like it has like a fall berry in it. It's like a little tree. Yeah, little acorn. This is beautiful though. Yeah, I don't know why I feel like I'm definitely getting the balsam. It's like a sweet balsam or a sweet fir needle. The eucalyptus, I think, gives it like a fresh air note. It's not like astringent or anything like that. Sometimes eucalyptus can be astringent. This is not. But I feel like I'm getting like a cranberry in there. It smells really good. Really, really good. I don't think I've had this one from her before. I really like that. That's like a beautiful, like Christmas Eve night, snowy day. Like it's just beautiful. But I didn't say it enough, it's beautiful. This next one here is homemade spiced cranberry biscuits. Her homemade biscuit oil or blend or whatever it is, absolutely love it. I have a lot of blends with her homemade biscuit. So this one is spiced cranberry mixed with their homemade biscuit blend. Oh my gosh, so good. Yeah, it's definitely like a warm spiced cranberry, kind of like a warm cranberry sauce with that just like rich flakiness from a biscuit. Oh my God, this one smells like good enough to eat. So it's like you smeared like a spiced cranberry sauce on top of a fresh warm biscuit. This next one here is campfire toasted marshmallow little bites. This is another one I could not find the scent notes for. I think it's fairly self-explanatory, except the little bites, I'm not sure what that means. It's cute. There is a marshmallow shape that she put in there. It basically basically smells like toasted marshmallow, but very, I don't want to say very heavy, but you definitely get that marshmallow note. It could be like a campfire and toasted marshmallow. It's like a roasty marshmallow. It's not like campfire smoke, but it is really, really good. Love that one. Okay, I have like maybe 10 more bags of the fall. This next one here is Harvest Chestnut Cake. I got this as a sample in a previous order and I absolutely loved it. And I think this is one that Emily from M's Crafty Corner has talked about as well. So this is a blend of her chestnuts and brown sugar, birthday cake, and sweet glaze on top. It is so good. So the chestnuts and brown sugar tends to have a little bit of like a ooey gooiness to it. But this with the like birthday cake and whatever makes up that sweet glaze just makes it so delicious. This definitely smells edible. So it still has that richness from the like brown sugar, but then you have that like cakey note and a little bit of nuttiness. Oh my God, love this one. And I melted that sample. It was really good. Like super strong thrower. This next one here is Twisted Peppermint. It doesn't say it's the dupe for the Bath & Body Works, but I think it is. It just says Merry and Bright Peppermint celebrates the season with vanilla and sugary musk. Yeah, I think it's just Twisted Peppermint from Bath & Body Works. So good, which is that really heavy peppermint, which is a little bit of like cool air and tree notes underneath. Look at like the cute little like pink cupcake. Yeah, very like nose clearing, but very beautiful. And it has like a star. Is that a star in the front? Or is that supposed to be a snowflake? I think it's supposed to be a it's a snowflake. Let's see. I'm gonna see, yeah, you can see the design in it. It's cute. Yeah, beautiful, very minty. Definitely heavy on the peppermint, that one is. But I like peppermint. Okay, this next one here, speaking of peppermint, crushed candy cane. I could not find the scent notes for this one either, but yeah, so this one is more peppermint fresh air, and this one is more like vanilla and peppermint. Still heavy on the peppermint, but it's smoothed out a little bit by like a sweet vanilla. So, very good. Very, very good. Oops. And I'm like misplacing bags over here. Yeah, I still have quite a few. Okay. This next one here is Spiced Cranberry. It just is a wonderful sweetened bog cranberry with just the right amount of spice. So cranberry and spice. Yep, it's a spiced cranberry. That is so good. Amazing. Beautiful. I love cranberry scents. I love them when they're like sweet with a little bit of spicy notes to them, versus just straight up like tart cranberry. It's great. This is Autumn Woods. And this one is a walk in the woods with the smell of crisp leaves underfoot and fresh pine with berries falling off the trees. And it's another one that has the like corn on the cob and maple leaves. This is really pretty. So woods, leaves, pine, and berries. This is almost like a pretty scent. It almost leans like a little bit of like a body care. I think it's the woodsy note. So it's the woodsy note mixed with kind of like a fall berry. And you don't get a lot of pine. It's not overly pine. I would say it's more woodsy with like the nut leaf scent. Yeah, that's beautiful. This is a different take on that kind of woodsy leaves type scent. I really do like this one. I think it's a little bit unique compared to like that type of scent I've smelled from other vendors. This next one here is Earl Grey and Apple. And I love tea scents when they are like black tea or chai tea without the lemon. I don't like the London tea that has lemon in it. I don't know why, I just don't care for it. But so when I read the scent notes, this did not have tea, like lemon in it. So I thought, okay, let me try it. So Earl Grey and Apple. It says a majestic blend of Earl Grey tea leaves, black teas, chamomile, shaved ginger root, dried pears, crisp apple, cinnamon sticks, nutmeg, clove, anise, vanilla, cognac, and geranium. So yeah, this is beautiful. It's like a black tea leaf with spices and a little bit of like a spicy kind of baked apple. And this scent, I definitely think it leans fall because of the spices in it. But you could also probably melt this like in spring. I would say it's beautiful. It gives it a warmth because of those spices, but I love black tea scents without the lemon in them. This next one here is Bonfire Bliss. This is a pretty standard scent you see in blends from a lot of vendors. They typically use this to blend. I love this scent. I love it on its own. I love it in blends. So I'm going to read the scent notes. It says a fragrance reminiscent of gentle, dusky breezes and bonfires with notes of dried, wind-blown leaves, heliotrope, charred woods of pine and cedar, amber, smoky sandalwood, and musk with a background containing hints of roasted marshmallows, brown sugar, coconut, and soft vanilla. Bonfire Bliss to me is just like a musky toasted marshmallow. Like it, yeah, I don't know what it is. It's like a toasted marshmallow, but with like some musky notes to it. I love it. Oh, it smells so good. Yeah, so I love that one. I will totally melt that on its own. Or it could be one that I think I'm gonna try where you alternate scents and warmers, like mixing that with something else. Okay, 1, 2, 3, I have 6 more in my fall holiday. This is the Perfect Autumn type. And this is a Bath & Body Works type. It says a fabulous scent with a blend of bergamot, clove leaf, and citrus, followed by allspice, weathered amber, and oak, and completed with nutmeg, cinnamon bark, and cedar. I don't know that I've ever smelled this from the Bath & Body Works. It's just beautiful. This is more of a fresh, kind of crisp fall type scent. It definitely has more of a fresh kind of, does it say apple? It doesn't say apple, but I feel like I get like a fresh apple and fresh spices. It's not like a heavy, deep woodsy. It's more like a bright fall air. It's very pretty. It's sweet. I do enjoy that. But again, I don't know how similar that would be to the Bath & Body Works types. I don't know that I've had that candle from Bath & Body Works. This next one here is Crispy Apple Bake. And this is the aroma of a red juicy apple combined with buttercream and cinnamon with a base note of baked oatmeal cookie. So red apple, buttercream, cinnamon, oatmeal cookie. That sounds amazing. It smells amazing. Yeah, you definitely get the cinnamon and the like oatmeal cookie with a little bit of apple. It's almost like you took an oatmeal cookie and then chopped up some cinnamon apples and like mixed them in the oatmeal cookie batter and then baked them. So good. So good. Okay. Harvest Gathering, Bath & Body Works type. This is another one I don't think I've ever tried from Bath & Body Works. It says a steaming mug of hot apple cider surrounded by freshly grated pumpkin and just the perfect touch of cinnamon. Let's give this one a sniff. Ooh, this is beautiful. You definitely get that like apple cider, but it's like almost like a woodsy apple cider. I feel like you get a woodsy note from it, but it just says grated pumpkin and cinnamon. Yeah, there's like some complexity to it. That is very pretty. It's not an overly spicy scent, but very good, very fall-like. Eggnog chai tea. Could not find the scent notes, but it's pretty self-explanatory. And this is cute. She uses these shapes. They're supposed to be like little egg shapes. I guess that's why she did it for eggnog. Yeah, it smells like mostly eggnog. Yeah, like that creamy, delicious eggnog. That's mostly what I'm getting. I feel like maybe a little bit of a chai tea. Yeah, that's wonderful. I love eggnog. Okay, two more. This next one here is Warm Welcome. This is a great, warm, inviting fragrance, sweet, spicy cinnamon, and cherry with hints of orange peels. So spicy, cinnamon. Ooh, you get that cherry. Ooh, this is beautiful. It's almost like a, it's definitely cherry, but it kind of almost leans like an almond bakery. Yeah, that like kind of cherry almond bakery with like a little bit of a cinnamon note. Ooh, this is good. Yeah, that's good. You could almost probably melt that in like this springtime. So I'm surprised I've made it this long without coughing. I just had to take a little break to clear a cough. But this last one here, this is cinnamon pumpkin coffee cake. And you guys know I do not like coffee. So this is a coffee cake. This is actually not coffee. It says right in the description, think of a wonderful sweet coffee cake, no coffee in this, laced with cinnamon strudel crumbs and then whipped in some sweet pumpkin. Yeah, this is like a sweet cinnamon strudel bakery type scent. I definitely get the pumpkin, but I think it's like the pumpkin spices. That's decadent. It almost reminds me a little bit of like the pumpkin souffle type scent. Really good. Love that. Okay, so that is all my fall, very fall heavy, a little bit of winter, all holiday, scent notes from Candles from the Keeping Room, or scents from Candles from the Keeping Room. I am going to stop this one here and I'm going to do part 2. That's going to be all the other scents I got. This definitely leaned a little bit heavier on the fall. So the next one will be a little bit shorter, but if you guys did order from Candles from the Keeping Room this last time, comment, or if you've ordered from her in the past, if there's any of these scents you've tried that you love, definitely comment down below. Or if you did order, let me know what you guys got. Super excited. I know I'm very sad that she won't be selling wax anymore, making wax anymore, but I'm super excited for her because she has some amazing plans for a part of her retirement. She has worked hard. She's an amazing woman, so she definitely deserves this retirement. So I'm super excited for her. So thank you all so much for watching. Come back for part 2.